bear with me here.
Shane doing that. I just finished coaching. Got to eat real quick.
Swear to God, that's exactly what happened. I gotta eat real quick.
Yeah, I mean, Shane, you what club are you coaching?
I'm coaching my high school team.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
No.
That's tight though.
The running show, you put it in the
All right,
Google Drive.
Yeah, I shared it with you.
Okay.
I can share it with you again soon. But,
No, I got it. It's all good. I got it.
You got it? You good? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's get this show on the road then. Baby, I see you in there, Brian. All right. 3, 2, 1. What's up, Stick Squad? Today, we are recapping what went down in college lacrosse this weekend. We figured out that Maryland is a wagon. We probably knew that already. Ivy League had some madness, and Duke barely escaped versus Richmond. And Nat St Laurent steps down as the Redwoods coach. You can find every episode of Stick Talk on YouTube and Spotify. And make sure to follow the squad on Instagram at StickTalkLax and on X at StickTalk_Lax. And last thing, don't forget to share the podcast with someone and interact with us online. Without further ado, let's get it here, guys. Let's do it. And we are out.
Now look at Reardon. Here's Reardon going over midfield with 14. Go big plays. Tyro splits the double with 8. He's going to get a shot off. He's got it. Are you kidding me? Go end.
There we go. New intro for today because it's St. Patty's Day, dog.
What's the Irish people dance? Whatever the Irish people dance is. You got to
Irish jig.
Yeah, there you go.
Happy St. Patty's Day, guys. How are we doing today on this St. Patrick's Day?
Man, we living, man. We living.
We good. The St. John's University, Big East champs, number 2 seed. Scotty, how did having the number 1 and number 2 recruit in the country do for y'all?
Okay. This guy, you guys.
Okay. He said, all right.
All right. See, this is a lacrosse podcast, so we're not going to talk about basketball. We're not going to talk about basketball because I'll just tell you this. I'm upset with the way that Rutgers basketball played this year. But, hey.
Rick Pitino with that white suit, killing.
Yeah, really are, man. I'm about to lose so much money on these March Madness brackets. You know what's crazy is nobody really watches college basketball during the season. But when March Madness comes around, everybody thinks they're an expert.
Everybody's an expert. Everybody watching bracketology.
Yeah, man. I'm like, no. I really think Texas is gonna do well this year in the tournament. Like they just got some guys. I don't know anything, bro. I don't know a thing about it. But you guys have a good weekend.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, play a little golf, watch a little lacrosse. It's a pretty good weekend.
It was a weekend.
Oh man,
I didn't do nothing but watch the Mustang Classic. I had a very
D3 lacrosse is real. D3 lacrosse is so good.
The Mustang Classic was so good.
I didn't even watch it, but I know you guys were getting on it about watching those Callum Robinson.
Oh yeah,
man. Yeah, the Callum Robinson Mustang shit. Yeah, R.I.P.
There it is.
Yeah. It's good. Hey man, it's great cause, great tournament. All of those teams are such good teams. And it's such good lacrosse coming from that. Like, man, I'll tell you what, I love watching coming to the national championship weekend and going to go see the D3 championship game. Oh, that's like pinnacle lacrosse. Like, not the guys and the Division I guys are like much bigger than the D3 guys, but the skill level at the Division III level is so good. It is such high tier, high quality lacrosse, well coached players. Man, love D3.
Ballers. That's that tournament, the Mustang Classics for the when you send it, you want high school kids to watch it, where it's like, all right, do you want your D1 helmet for summer league to show your friends that you play D1, or if you actually want to win, watch the Mustang Classic, which is the only cop is it's the men's Division I NCAA tournament that's just packed into like a 2-day weekend. Because the only team that played in it that wasn't ranked was Hamilton, and Hamilton was beating Tufts, #1 ranked Tufts going into the second half. So that was great lacrosse.
Man, that's why I love lacrosse, man. That's why I love lacrosse. The matchups will come up, and all of a sudden now you got a team that should be this other team on paper, and they're giving them the work, and you're like, where did this come from?
Exactly.
Yo.
Oh, and before we switch, a shout out to the Google and Moon family, because Google hit me up. He was like, if you hear screaming, it's us. And their brother from RIT plays, and he got the ball once. And I was telling Scotty and Shane, he got the ball, and I was like, I think I was doing something, and I hear like this loud noise coming from the laptop because it's their family. It's the whole Guggs family screaming when he got the ball. Shout out RIT, because they got some big defenders, man.
Yeah.
Tufts was playing out there too.
Yeah, they played Tufts and RIT. So Tufts was ranked 1, RIT was ranked 3. They played Saturday at like 6:30.
Damn.
Yeah, great. Yeah, D3.
Well.
All them boys. Those are the defensemen in D3 are the football players that are like, oh, it's too late for me to play football, so I'm gonna go play lacrosse.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you know what was pretty tough? Cornell beating Princeton on Saturday.
Let's go.
15-10. We are backing at him. Now, CJ Curse, we've always known it, but that boy is a problem. 5 goals, 2 assists, and he beats the Cornell previous record held by Mike French as most points. And my question to start this one off, do you think this game says more about Cornell or says more about Princeton? Because it's a tough one, right? Because we were talking about Princeton last week as, all right, these are the rankings or these are the tiers. Maryland and Princeton, everybody else.
Yeah.
That conversation not even a conversation anymore.
What you think, Shane?
It's hard to say. I think it actually says more about Cornell, about their ability to bounce into a situation where, like, okay, now you're competing against an Ivy League talent, and you're actually going up against somebody that is should be theoretically comparable to you, that you're going to have to face later on down the season potentially, and I think it says a lot about CJ Curse's ability to the ability to make something happen. I think but it's hard to say, because I also think it does say that Princeton was a little bit perhaps overhyped over the last couple of weeks. But I mean, Cornell needed this win. Winning by five goals in a Division I game is right on the cusp of decisive. I think like 5 goals and up is decisive. 5 goals and below is like, it really could go either way. So yeah, I have to agree more on Cornell's. They played a full game. They looked confident. They moved the ball. They were throwing the rock, man. They looked good. I was very impressed with them. I will have to give Diggs a shout out. He's not here yet. He will be, but I have to give Diggs a shout out because the last episode or 2 episodes ago, he posed the question. He posed the question. He goes, "What do you think the gap is between Cornell and Princeton?" And we thought it was a much tighter gap, and turns out he was right. It was a wider gap than we thought.
Yeah.
But that remains to be seen towards the end of the season. Maybe an Ivy League play. Trying to win for that conference championship. We'll see who kind of looks good in midseason form or late season form.
Brian taught me a word a long time ago when I started doing this show with Brian, and that word was parody.
Yeah.
I had no idea what the word parody meant. I thought he was talking about parody. Okay. And this is parody right here. Parody at its finest, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you get Princeton, or after this Cornell game where Cornell almost lost one to Richmond. And then they come out hot and guns blazing versus number 2 Princeton. I think it says a lot about Cornell, especially when they start their game in the first quarter and end it in the fourth quarter, rather than start their game later than when they're supposed to.
Yeah, they're trying to play comeback. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with Scotty because I think it's definitely parity. but it just still shows it's like at this point, because I feel like just like Scotty just said, like every week it's these two teams or these three or four teams, and then everybody else. It's like, does it say a lot about Cornell? Yes, but I'm like, am I still completely sold on Cornell? No. Am I still completely sold on Princeton? No, because like right now it's like it seems like it's Maryland and everybody else, and maybe that could be a curse that Maryland loses next week. But I like it for I like it for parity's sake that it's. I still think you could probably go two or three deep in the Ivies, and it's just like Shane said, those matchups, because I'm like the Cornell offense went off and their defense played well enough um that they kind of put a little bit of clamps on Colton McAfee and Naked Berry. But it's like, okay, but then in another situation, is it the inverse, and then the Princeton's defense plays well, and then they do something and they can kind of stop CJ Kirst and Firth and everybody. So right, yeah. So right now, I guess, yeah, it leans towards Cornell. But again, it's fun at this point in the season where you're like, I still have no idea how good any of these teams are.
In
No
your
clue.
in your personal rankings, would you put Cornell or Princeton above? Who would you put first, Cornell or Princeton?
I guess Cornell because they beat them. So
Yeah, I mean, so I think, and again, it's on the cusp of decisive. That
Mhm.
5-goal spread. It's like
Yeah.
if they beat them by more than 5 goals, then it would be clear that it's Cornell. If they beat them by, I mean, but 5 goals and under, it's kind of like, all
Man,
right, a
I
couple
still
goals
think
got away
5
from
goals
you.
is an ass whooping. 5 goals in
What?
this case. 5 goals in this case, kind of.
Mm.
I would say it's like they handled them. They handled
Yeah, I
them the
mean,
right way.
they played better. They played better. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you see a team is like, okay, they just got a couple of good shots off, and they end up winning the game, but they didn't necessarily play better. Um, in this case, yeah, they definitely played better than Princeton for sure. But in this, I don't know. I don't know that if Princeton comes back, with looking at the film, comes back a little bit hungrier in Ivy League championship, I don't know that it's going to be a 5-goal game or more again if they had to play Princeton again. If they had to play Princeton today, right now, after this weekend, I don't
Mhm.
know that it would be a 5-goal game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of things that you got to think about too. Because what Colton McAfee shot 2 for 10. Nicky
Yeah.
Fury only took 2 shots, not 2 goals. He took 2 shots. So it's like, yeah, their defense, yeah. Whereas like a lot of everything that Cornell's defense needed to go right went right.
Yeah. 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 So I don't know. I do. I mean, I will. Shouts out, credit to Diggs. So I'll give him.
Because
I'll
he
give
said, and he said,
he called it.
I think he did say that too. He said,
Hmm.
because we were like, if they played, and I think he did say 4 or 5 goals. He thought that
Hmm.
Cornell would win by.
Hmm.
And you know who Cornell only beat by 1 goal this year?
We do. Go ahead.
It was Richmond. And Richmond,
Yeah.
Rich what? Richmond.
Richmond,
Oh yeah,
If you know,
Spiders.
you know. Great
Richmond
movie.
almost won it, but they didn't against Duke. Duke beats them also by only 1 goal. Okay, right. Richmond's last 2 losses are against Cornell and Duke by 1
One
goal.
goal in overtime.
Let's
We
think
gotta talk
about how,
about this game.
like this, as a coach, this is probably the most upsetting thing ever. I know my old coach used to be like, 1 goal losses are on the coach, which I sometimes agree with, don't really agree with. All right, just to a point. But think how different the narrative would be if Richmond won those 2 games. We'd be like,
Yeah,
Richmond would be top 5.
Yeah, they would be.
Yeah, and they would deserve it. I mean, they've been like I keep going back to the Richmond versus Virginia game. I was like, guys, Richmond is a good lacrosse team. Like I was like, yeah, I mean, yeah, Virginia lost. Virginia has a lot of issues, but Richmond is a good lacrosse team. That's why I was like, like again, most of us picked Richmond to win. And then somebody actually got on our case about Richmond, picking Richmond, which we'll talk about in a second here. Oh, and I know you listen to the pod. Mr. Nakai Montgomery thought that he was going to sit here. Yeah, while he's over here in Tokyo trying to get up in our mentions in the comments and be like, oh yeah, we're sleeping on Duke. Excuse me, sir. I don't care that you're an alumni or what. That don't matter to me at all. And then sit here and go and give the sleeping emoji when they win by 1 in overtime. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me.
I know
You
we
are
hit a point where Duke fans is where you're being excited and coming in people mentioned for beating Richmond. Like,
come
oh,
on,
all right.
bro. Come on, bro. Look.
I didn't have no Towson fans mentioned when Syracuse put 20, put 18 on Towson. I wasn't like mid-major. Like it's lacrosse, so I'm pretty much it's like 4 or 5 teams, and everybody else are mid-majors. But I'm like, dang, I ain't know. Okay,
I'm not in on
cool.
Duke still. I'm
I didn't
not
know
in
that
on
was the
Duke
season.
still.
Yeah, I
You're
didn't know
not
that was the
buying. You're
season
not buying
defining
stock.
win.
You're not buying
I'm
Duke
not buying
stock.
stock. I'm not buying Duke stock in double OT, no less. Double OT. You beat Richmond. You beat Richmond. Double OT. You supposed to be blue blood. You supposed to be blue blood of all college lacrosse. It comes down like one of the most famous stories in lacrosse comes from Duke lacrosse. That is what people associate when they think about lacrosse. And yet, as a blue blood, you win in double overtime to Richmond. And you want me to be all in on Richmond or be all in on Duke? No, thank you. No, thank you. You got other problems. You got many other problems.
And to answer Coach Goo's question, yeah, the crazy thing is if Richmond doesn't win their conference tournament, Richmond's not gonna make because almost beating 2 top 10 teams by 1 is not getting you in the tournament.
Yeah,
That's
it's just.
what. Are they in the CAA or the A Sun? What is?
I think they're no, they're not an
Eight
A-10.
10.
Yeah,
Is it the A 10? Okay, I know it's A something. Okay. Yeah, nah, they're not. Yeah, they're one of those. We got to win our conference tournament,
It's
which it
like
sucks for them because they came
St. Joe's is
close.
gonna win that. St. Joe's.
St. Joe's looks good.
St. Joe's is gonna win that. I think that when I watched St. Joe's play against Rutgers, I was like, damn. If you beat in Rutgers, you got to be a national championship contender.
Oh my God, here you go.
Mm.
But no, but Duke did what they needed to do because maybe it's a thing where they just Duke has a small margin of error because winning by 1 is still a win. So that I'm not really concerned about them only
Agreed.
winning by like 1 or anything. But it's just they have a smaller margin of error than they have in years past, and I think that's the thing. Because I think people get too caught up with how much you won by. It's like when you look down the schedule, a W is a W. Like okay, you won by 3 goals, you won by 10 goals, it still counts as 1 win. So I think that's what people got to just get past. 'Cause I don't think. Do I think Duke is like Final Four national championship good at this
No.
point? No, but
Mm-mm.
if they do what they got to do, Andrew McAdory is doing what he's supposed to do. Their defense plays solid enough. That's
Yeah.
that's been their recipes. And then it's Andrew McAdory, their defense playing solid, and then getting one of their other midfielders, like was it
They got an
Johnston or somebody?
athletic keeper too. They got a really athletic keeper. It's like so when I saw I saw you'll see why I'm laughing here in a second.
Yeah.
When I saw their keeper come out, I was like, it's always dope when you see an athletic goalie. Not just like, a little dumpy, lanky,
Yo,
like
the Sean Scanotis are gone out of goalies.
Yo, I was just about to
Yeah.
say that, yo. The big boys are like a dying species in the goal now. Like I remember
Yeah.
that's where you used to put your big
You
body.
put the fat
Here,
kid in
take up
goal.
as much space as possible. Here you go.
Now,
Who came in last place in sprints? Goalie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yo. That used to piss me off so much, man. Yo, my coach used to tell our goalie, like, take it easy. No, he better get his fat ass on his end line.
Yeah. What you mean? This game is won and lost with him. What do you mean?
But
Goalies
yeah,
are
you're right. The
phobos.
Sean Scanonis are dying breed. But I'm gonna bring it to Ohio State real quick.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Casey's like the biggest body, okay? And welcome to the show, Diggs. Nice jersey. We're gonna get on.
Locked in, fresh cut too.
We're gonna talk about that.
Nice fade. I see you, player. Okay.
Wow,
Okay,
yeah. Yo, my boys hyped me up within 3 seconds of joining the pod.
What's good, my boy?
See, my boys,
Yeah.
my dogs.
See
What up, y'all?
We look like he just came from producing the short film. I see
Fresh
Yes,
out the
sir.
cut. You see, he took the barber jacket off. Said,
Wipe me down one time.
I get on this pod, baby. Just, hey, give me a second here. I got you.
Yo, we were just talking, Diggs, about how like the Sean Scanonis are like gone now or dying breed in lacrosse now, and how most goalies are like turning into athletes a little bit. And I was talking about Tasty though. Tasty's an athlete though. Yeah,
he moves. He moves.
I was watching a video of Tasty like clearing the ball. I was like, he's moving outside that crease, bro.
Caleb Fayek, my guy. I'm not calling you Tasty.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. I ain't calling no grown man delicious. That's what
I ain't calling no grown man delicious.
That's crazy. You're calling no man delicious, yo. You know what was delicious though was my shepherd's pie I just had, bro. Phenomenal.
I did not know where you were going with that.
Yeah, I was like wait. I ain't calling you delicious, Scotty.
Hey,
hold on.
I was having that shepherd's pie and I was like, thank God for the Irish. But speaking of the Irish, Notre Dame kills Michigan, bro.
Damn.
Smoke some.
I actually didn't see that one coming.
I thought he was gonna go a different direction. Is that a segue into a segue?
That's
that
a segue into he set up the segue to get another segue.
I threw the alley-oop off the backboard to who? Myself.
Yourself.
That's crazy. That was a 3. That
Wow.
Was a 3-1. I see you, bro.
That's impressive.
That was a veteran one. But Notre Dame smokes Michigan. Yo, I don't know if I just feel bad for the Notre Dame or what, but I'm a fan of Notre Dame more than I've ever been right now when they're going through their hard times than I was when they were at the top. I'm like, yo. Trust
it only took you 2 weeks to be a Notre Dame fan?
Hey, yo, they lose those 2 games. I'm like, yo, don't jump off their wagon, bro. I'm a fan. Trust me. The boy's going to be there Final Four weekend.
Yeah. Hey.
I ain't saying all that, but I.
Yeah.
You don't think they'll be there Final Four weekend?
No.
I'm not saying all that either.
All right, whatever. Chris Cav has 7 points in this one. Yeah, the truth, doing the damn thing. 7 points. What the score was?
19-7.
Yeah, goddamn.
Yeah, they were handling, and it wasn't close from at any point.
And
yeah, they weren't trying to hear none of that.
Yeah, it's like
it's very
Michigan to handle this.
It's very Michigan because then Michigan go watch because they're gonna end up playing Maryland and Hopkins and Ohio State. Then they're gonna mess around and win the Big Ten again.
They're gonna win the what?
No, I'm not saying that they are.
You ain't talking, Scotty. I know you ain't talking.
Hey.
I the one person that need to have a seat. Talk about win the what?
Dig.
Hey,
Yo. I know you're not talking either, Diggs. You left the show just so you could avoid
me
getting crapped on after that Johns Hopkins loss.
So what? So you gonna cap on top of all that? You gonna cap on top of it? Like I wasn't traveling.
I'm gonna lie.
I wasn't traveling. Listen, Tahoe was a great time. I was but wall to wall enjoying some snowboarding with the homie. I was traveling. I couldn't join the show. So let me just correct the record, okay? Hopkins didn't do enough to win that game. You got it, Brian. That's all I got to say.
I would be going hard. Like I was just like,
I know. We were just having some friendly beef. So I'm saying Hopkins didn't do what they needed to do, but Syracuse did.
No,
hold on. For people listening, if you got a chance to watch this, okay? This is culture in a nutshell. There's a difference of what Diggs just did. You could point at somebody like this, and this is a completely different situation than somebody pointing at you like this. And that's how you know you were going to say.
You ain't talking.
He said, no, you ain't talking.
Shane, I didn't even notice I did that, but that's 1,000% fact. This is way different.
I started dying.
That is way different than this.
It's different.
Yeah. That was a two Americas point, and I'm from the American.
Why you get offended when you point at me?
Straight up, you went. Hey, if you point at here like this, you're like, dude, stop, whatever. But you can
laugh.
Point it under.
Can't even laugh about the Big Ten. This man gonna point at me like this. It's crazy.
Hey man, we can talk about Rutgers if we need to talk about Rutgers. I wasn't going to till you started with.
I didn't even say. No,
you don't have.
I wasn't even gonna say anything about Rutgers. It was just that Brian said something about Michigan winning the Big Ten.
But they did that 2 years ago. That run was crazy. There was nobodies and they came and won the Big Ten, which was crazy. So I think that's what he was referring to.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
they're not the same person who they were in the past. Judge them on there now.
Yeah, whatever the hell you
Judge them on
say.
there now.
Judge me on mine now.
Scotty driving home from work listening to Drake. Here you go.
Judge them on there now, man.
Here you go.
Just Notre Dame handles this game the way they
you
should.
Gave me PTSD, man, when he did that.
Straight up, because
So
you know
people-
you're about to get roasted.
It's
So
the
this
thing,
way,
like,
first of all,
when you in school and they ripping on the fat kid, and I start laughing, they're like, Brian, I know you ain't laughing at the fat kid.
Yup.
it's so real.
Man, you bringing up my childhood trauma, man.
All right. So I think next week though we get to see something really good with Notre Dame. We get to get a good gauge game with Notre Dame and Duke. That's on the 29th in South Bend.
Oh yeah, that's gonna say a lot.
And that game will definitely be on our pick'ems. Who's telling that? What's that? That's on the 20. Oh no, that's on the 29th. So damn, they get 2 damn weeks to practice, yo. This is crazy. Like, come on, son.
Oh my god, so they get 2 weeks to practice.
They killing this week. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I don't remember me ever having that. And
Scotty was like, I was playing D3. We was playing 2 games a week. What you talking about?
for real, bro. This is nuts.
Oh.
So let me divert real quick. Diggs, tell them what you got on for those people listening just without the video, because I think those people need to be put on game. Tell them what's happening right now.
What I'm wearing right now?
Yes, sir.
Yo, so check it out. I had an errand to run across town this morning, right? I bought 2 hours of parking because I didn't know how long it was going to take. That joint took 5 minutes. I was hot. So I was like, you know what else is around here? My local thrift joint that I walk into every once in a while. Because I'm the type of person where if my spidey senses start tingling about a thrift store that's local to me, like, oh, there's got to be something there. And I've got, at this same thrift store, I got a $400 pair of Jordans for $60 like 2 years ago. They were going for $400. I saw them. I picked them up, put them on my arms. Like, these are going for $400. So it's that type of place. I was just like, you know what? I'm right by here. Let me just stroll in. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. Ain't nothing going on in here. So I walk in. I do my little swipe through all the racks. Throwback Rochester Nighthawks Reebok jersey. I mean, this has to be from like 10 years ago. I don't know why it's in San Diego. I don't know why it's on the rack. I've been going to the store for years. I've never seen lacrosse anything in this store. And it's the old Nighthawks joint. It's like what they should be now before they changed to whatever nasty horrible branding they got. Just such doo-doo. Change those doo-doo green jerseys. Nah. They got the Charlotte Hornets colorway. Yeah. That's the real tough. Rochester Nighthawks. Yeah. So it didn't matter how much it cost, but it was $30. I bet you I could get $150 for this on eBay. But I'm not going. It's not for sale.
Yo, Brian. Speaking of those $30, dude, how much does it cost to go to a Denver game?
Bruh, so on Twitter, somebody was like, we was talking about something, and they're like, they're like, Brian, you should go to the Ohio State Denver game. I'm like an hour from Denver. Yo, I might have to make that happen. You know, type going to Denver Pioneers, click tickets. It's like one section left. I just said like $43.37 for one. I'm like,
what the hell?
I get to see Syracuse and see like a who's who of Hall of Famers for $20.
Well, do they want anyone to come to their games?
Probably not.
When y'all start doing this, like, are tickets tariffs now? Why y'all doing it?
They got tariffs on the tickets. That's crazy. Tariff prices.
I'm on my phone. I did my old person thing on the phone. I was like, I clicked out of that so fast, bro. I'm like, nah, dog. Where my bank account set up? And everybody out here has a significant other that I'm not going by myself. I'm not paying $100 for 2 tickets. No, my significant other she's coming for the vibe. She ain't coming because she care about the game. Nah, dog, I'm good. That's like, nah.
That's a crazy price tag for a lacrosse game. It's like, nah, man. I might as well just buy. Might as well get some Flow Sports for the weekend. Miss me
right, straight up.
I seen that. I was like, yeah, dog. Yeah,
real.
Nah, I ain't gonna be there like that Magic Johnson. Me, I ain't gonna be there.
I ain't gonna be there.
You know what's crazy though is that those tickets were $43. I wouldn't pay that for that Denver game, but I would pay that to watch this Towson versus Udell game this weekend.
Mikey,
See,
I'm here. I'm so here right now.
37 goals getting scored. At least you got your money's worth if you paid $43 to see a game where 37 goals got scored.
That's fair.
That I had a feeling this game was going to be a great game, right? I feel like narrative-wise, Towson and Udell are like kind of in the same spot, underrated but extremely talented. And I was like, "Yep, these teams are going to be it's going to be a dogfight," and that's exactly what it is. And Brian already harped at it. Mikey, what's his name? Mikey
Weissar.
Weissar, yeah.
Dog, 6 goals, 1 assist. And he was letting that thing letting that chopper sang, 15 shots.
Yeah, people been coming. They've been coming at him this year, like, oh, first team All-American preseason for what? Like, that's why.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I love
15 shots. Yeah, I'm getting my shot off, bro. Like, I love it.
Let that thing out. But there was a dude on Udell, Brendan Powers, with 7 goals and 2 assists. And that was Brendan Powers, right? These guys were balling out that game. That was probably the best game of the. Oh no, it wasn't. It was up there though. OT finisher. I think the best game of the weekend was Duke Richmond, but
yeah,
another great game.
That was a great game.
Was Towson Udell. So
super good game.
I was looking at the comments under our pick'ems, and people were like, somebody said, "Why pick Towson versus Udell? Like, there's so many better games."
Which one?
Yeah,
I literally went, nah.
Where?
Like, no.
But Scotty, to your point, that means you're a ball knower. You were like, wait a second.
Exactly. Scotty knows ball.
Hold on. This game could be dope. Let's put that game on there.
And the guy's whole point was like, there's more other ranked teams playing against each other. And I'm like, that doesn't mean it's a good game.
No.
Facts.
This game,
Cold hard.
You want to see a slugfest. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, throw the records aside. Ronan Fitzpatrick, 6 goals. Bennett Palmer, 1 goal, 5 assists. Like, yeah, dudes that.
Yeah.
Like,
so we put on North Carolina versus Jacksonville next? Come on, bro.
Exactly. Oh, we can talk about that one too, because all of a sudden they're going to win a national championship because SU put 24 up on them, and it's only Jacksonville. Then North Carolina do it. Okay. It's cool when y'all do it. It's a problem when I do it. Oh, all right.
I know you ain't laughing.
I know you ain't laughing. Oh man, damn. Yeah. That's, I don't know. I think when whoever put that on there, like, and it happens every week. It happens every week. They're like, why'd you pick these games? And I always look at all the other pick'ems, and everyone's picking some other random games, like the Ohio State game versus Denver. I was like, I was like, Ohio State should win this, no problem. Like, Denver is not playing well at all. I was like, this is not good. Even the Virginia Maryland game for a while was close, and then it was not close.
That's the game summary
about that. Mm-hmm. But it is what it is. Maryland's doing a damn thing. What can you say?
Yep. That Maryland. I didn't even put that on our games to go over. We could go over that game real quick. Yeah, Maryland's a wagon.
Yeah, Maryland just
they're in that A tier by themselves, or that S tier.
They're just so well coached.
I got a question about that game for y'all.
Go ahead.
Did you guys see what TLM posted was Tillman the best coach in college lacrosse?
Yes, I did see that.
I'm curious what you guys think, because I have strong opinions about that.
Okay,
what you guys would say.
Yeah,
you should start this off, Brian.
Yeah, go ahead, start it off.
So it's interesting. I'm gonna make a couple comparisons. Walk with me while I make these comparisons. So Scotty and I talk about all the time how LeBron's the best basketball player ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Clearly.
So it is similar to, like, it's funny because a lot of Maryland fans that I talk to, and I'm cool with the Maryland, not all of them, a couple of them cool with. So those same Maryland fans will be the ones that are like, it's Jordan, 6 championships, 6 for 6, 6 is more than 4. So I'm like, okay. if we're using this logic, I think the graphic they showed in 15 years, 8 Final Fours, 2 national championships. I'm like, Lars Tiffany has at UVA has 2 national championships in less time, has almost the amount of Final Fours. I think Shane, what is it? He's got because when did he come into UVA? Like 2018, 2019? So in like 5-6 years, he's got like 4 Final Fours, 2 national championships. They might have won 3 in a row with the COVID thing. And I'm not saying it to say that Tillman is not the best coach. I'm like, it's just interesting how like it's how different sports when you cross things over, it's like championships matter, but in this situation they don't, because it's like a lot of regular season winning plus making it to the Final Four, but not national championships. So it's interesting when I was kind of just seeing people talk about it. And I'm like just curious how people have how they set their own barometers, because it's like when it's talking about LeBron, it's only championships, but then we have like this cross sport thing with lacrosse. It's like, okay, we're just talking about wins in the regular season plus Final Fours. And again, I'm not saying that he's not, because maybe he is. It's definitely probably him and Lars Tiffany, but it's just interesting to seeing how people were making those comparisons in the comments. Because I was reading, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna remember this when I make another LeBron as a GOAT tweet, because he is. But yeah, so I was curious what y'all was thinking.
That's a good one though. It'd be like, who besides Lars and Tillman, who else would you even put in that?
Petro.
Right now? Who did you say? Danowski? Yeah.
Would you put Corrigan's got to be in the conversation?
Corrigan's. Yeah.
And my guy from Yale, because he's from like upstate New York. I forgot his name. I'm blanking.
Shea?
Yeah,
Andy Shea. Not Petro? You guys wouldn't put Petro on there?
I would not, because he's the assistant coach. That's the only reason why I wouldn't put him. But if
from his Hopkins years?
Yeah. Oh, if that's the case, yeah, it's Petro. But
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like,
and it could be Tillman. I'm not saying that. Again, I'm not saying that it's not. It's just interesting how people, how because I was like reading the comments. Everybody's like, "Is water wet?" Yeah, it's Tillman. I'm like, how are we setting this barometer? Because again, me being an SU fan coming from those Desco years, Desco in 15 years would be 15 years, 15 Final Fours, and 6 national championships. So I'm just interested in how people.
I think it has to do with. I think that's such a social media take, though. I mean, I think it has to do with a recency bias a little bit. Like, of course, Maryland's killing it right now, and it's easy for everybody to be emotionally thinking and being like, Maryland's the best, and it's because of Tillman. Meanwhile, Corrigan just won 2 back-to-back natties, and people are already starting to forget. Like I don't know. If
welcome to winning. Yeah, exactly. They win 2 national championships. They lose 2 games, and it's like burn it all down.
Exactly. So I'm not. I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know who I would say is the best coach in college lacrosse right now. That's a good.
Yeah, I don't.
That's a good question, though.
Answer for that either. Yeah,
I don't have a take. I don't have a take on who the best coach is.
You don't have.
There's too many. There's too many different arguments to make. Like, we ain't talked about Tierney once. I mean, but that boy's run at Princeton, and then he took it to Denver. Won one at Denver. Like, he got to be in the conversation too. So it's just, it depends on what your criteria is, right? I mean, I do think. Damn, what's old boy? Why am I blanking on the Maryland coach's name? Tillman, John Tillman. Right? Yeah. I think he's in the conversation for sure. I'm not ready to say he's the best coach ever. I think what this year is showing is his ability to develop talent and look for talent outside the program is very good, if not elite. Is that all that makes you the best coach ever? No. But he's definitely in the conversation.
I think it was at least current. I'm not 100% sure if it said best.
No, it said best college lacrosse, best coach in college lacrosse.
Oh,
so it's the intricacies of the words, but it's okay.
You could say that.
I don't know. Even then, we got to talk about the sudden meteoric rise of another Ivy League team that people are forgetting. He's going underneath this. And nobody's talking about Dartmouth, man.
They just cracked the top 20, right?
Yes. Sean Curran.
First time since 2007.
I'm telling you, people are
It's been
not
that
talking
long?
about Dartmouth.
Dang.
And I'm saying, like, if we want to talk about a great coach, like, yeah, Tillman is like, I would argue it would be so much harder for somebody like Sean Kerwin to be a great coach and to win in a program like that, because of all the things that the school has to offer, as opposed to if you're a lacrosse player, like, who wouldn't want to go to Duke? Who wouldn't want to go to Denver? Who wouldn't want to go to UNC, to Maryland, to Virginia, to Ohio State? All of these schools kind of recruit, like they market themselves. Like, great, you're going to get a great degree when you finish playing lacrosse here, but it's also great facilities, great program, great resources, great all of that. And so to be able to win with a program like Dartmouth, which has consistently not been has not been good until Sean Kerwin got there. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it, and it's happening right before our eyes. So I don't know.
That's why I asked you guys. I saw it. I'm like, I was like, I'm just seeing it. Like Scotty said, I get the social media-ness of it, and people were talking in the comments, but I was just like, I didn't think it was just cut and dry. That's a great.
Mind you, we're also talking about just D1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could talk about Tufts too.
It's
Who beat
crazy.
Dartmouth a few years ago.
Yep,
Yeah.
I was watching that game.
Wait, so Kerwin, right? Hold on. I talked about another homie in Scotty, one of our other group chats. I don't know if we want to. Actually, he's been public. He's already talked about it. So I'm just gonna say, because I saw him tweet about it. Liam Murphy, he's been big on you need to pay attention to Coach Kerwin. Wasn't he at Tufts when they went on? They
He
had
was at
a big run at
Tufts.
Tufts.
Brown.
He was from Tufts.
He was at Brown when they went to the Final Four.
Brown. Yeah.
Then he went to
He went to UVA. Yeah.
And coached that crazy offense.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's at Dartmouth and he's coaching the crazy. So he was saying stuff like,
yes,
Liam was saying stuff like, Coach Kerwin was the secret sauce of UVA and not Lars Tiffany.
Well, Lars Tiffany is a defensive minded coach. He's a defender.
They're not doing the same job, but like you just saying, if you want to look at UVA's past success in the last 5 years, you looking at Coach Kerwin. That was like kind of what he was saying. And I'm like, hold on a second. I've been watching.
Lars can coach though.
I see it, but I don't. I see it, but I don't see it because like you do need both. You need both. You need somebody who is a absolute genius offensively, and then somebody who like Lars Tiffany, who is also an absolute genius defensively. When you looked at UVA 2 years ago, they had everything that they needed. They had everything. They had a great goalie. They had a great face-off guy. They had a fantastic attack, and their defensive package, not just defensive players, their defensive package was elite. The timing of the doubles, the timing of the switch picks, the timing of everything, the timing of in the kind of amoeba style, where like kind of a beehive type defense, very, very, very like interesting stuff that they were doing in UVA. So I don't know, like I can see it like offensively, yes, but I'm telling you, man, Lars Tiffany defensively, top tier.
Well, hate to cut this one short, guys. We got to go to the next one. I know but since Diggs is back, we might as well talk about this one. The last game that we have to talk about is the Hopkins Navy game. Diggs, what you thinking after this Hopkins Navy game? It made me nervous for a second.
Hop got to get it together, bro. I spent the whole game watching Hopkins and not enough of the game watching Navy. And I got to my men's league game. One of my homies, he played it at Sacred Heart, and he's like, "Yo, Jace, how about the Hopkins game?" I was like, I was stressed, and he was like, "This is the best. This is probably the most complete Navy team I've seen in a long time." And that went right over my head, just because I wasn't really watching Navy. I was too sucked into watching how Hopkins was playing very passively offensively and making mistakes on defense and giving up quality shots. And I was just hot about the Jays. But maybe I need to go back and watch tape and see if Navy really is as complete of a team as his dude is. I mean, he's a ball knower. So maybe I need to go back and look at it. But Hopkins, dog, they not playing. They're playing like a first round exit.
Oh, you think
And they're
Damn.
playing like a first round exit. It's tough.
the streets praying for y'all downfall because they're going into the game. Everybody's like, they're about to lose the Navy.
Yeah.
I think
Of
it's like
course.
similar to the Duke thing where it's I never seen like what because Hops ranked 11, I want to say. But I feel like it's similar. It's like that Duke thing where it's like this is smaller margin of error than like other like if you were to say Hop is ranked 11, you would think like there's like these superstar players and top to bottom on the roster and all these household names. And it's like, yeah, Russell Melendez, Collison, Tyler's been Ilar. I forgot.
Tyler
Yeah,
Eiler.
Tyler.
Charlie Eiler.
He's been playing well.
He's your dog. He might be your centerpiece now.
He's been cooking, man. He's been
Yeah,
cooking.
just
I
smaller
like. I
margin,
really
yeah.
like that.
California kid, and that kid is been raw for a hot minute.
Where did
Yeah,
he go, Shane?
He went to San Ramon Valley. He's from
Okay, he's from the
he's
Bay.
from the North Bay. Yeah.
Oh, dope.
So,
Okay. Yeah, just a smaller margin of errors. I don't think, 'cause I feel like 'cause people just want Hopkins to be bad. This is small,
Of course
like
they
a
do.
lot of the teams in the country. This is smaller margin of error because just same thing we just said before you got on. Diggs, I was saying like with Duke, it was everybody's like they only won by one. They still won. Like they not it's maybe this Hopkins teams they're just not going to win pretty. And it's like they should have done this, they should have done this, but they're still winning.
Diggs.
Yeah. What's up?
What do you think of this take by Coach Googs? He says offense works better without Melendez. What do you think about that?
Go ahead, just say it.
I'm not sure I'd agree with this take.
Really?
I'm not sure I agree with it.
Huh? I do.
You think?
I think so.
I just think
feel like
that's
he's been
relative, right?
selfless.
I think that's relative. It depends on the way you look at it because, like, is Melendez a bit ball dominant when he's in there? Yeah, but he also scores like 5 or 6 points a game. So it's like, is the offense really like? Are they scoring more points without him? No. Are they more efficient without him? Maybe. I mean, I want him in there just because he's one of our top scoring threats. So if saying they work better without him is me saying let's leave him on the bench and put someone else in there, and I would never do that. I still think he's one of the best scoring threats on the team.
It's reminiscent.
He's got to be on the field.
Yeah,
he's
it's
not
like he's
shooting
too
them out of the game
talented.
either.
He's too talented not to be on the field, but he is coming back from that injury. But like that's the type of thing where it just reminded me of when like they're like Duke's efficiency is going to be better this year because Brennan's not on their team. It's like, of course they're going to play more free because the most talented person in the country is not on their team.
Yeah, I don't give a single damn about that take. Like, oh yeah, more people are going to touch the ball. Okay, well I still want Brandon O'Neal on the team, so I don't.
I still want him to touch the ball.
Yeah, I still want him. I still want him to take 15 shots a game. I don't care who else is on the team. It doesn't matter.
I don't. Yeah, that Melendez take. I don't know. It'd be interesting if we could do the same type of stats that the PLL does, where you can see how many touches he has, and be able to go. Because from when I watched Melendez, like he's got great vision. He keeps his head up. He can see everything. He's fantastic in that way. I also just think the ball does get stuck in his stick a lot more than others.
Mm-hmm.
And so. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, and also on top of the, like, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, yeah, you can coach that, but should you? You know, like I kind of, in some situations, I kind of want somebody who was like, give it to me.
And to that end, Shane, Hopkins needs that. That's what, okay, not to flex, but this is what me and K18 text about every game day. Who is going to take the ball to the damn rack?
That's the question
for Hopkins.
That's the question. You need somebody like that.
And the fact that Collison is either A, not doing it for whatever other reason, or B, he's being put on a leash. Collison should have 4 goals a game, not 1 and 2, 1 and 1, 2 and 0.
2 goals on 11 shots.
Collison is a dog, bro. 2 goals on 11 shots. Okay, I didn't even peek. Like, that's obviously not great, but at least he's shooting more. That's what I want from Collison. I want him to be the dog to go to the rack. I feel like he hasn't been doing that. And outside of him, I don't think we have a dog that can just beat somebody and go to the rack. Not even Melendez. Like, he can create his own shot, but he's not beating somebody clean and drawing a double at goal line extended. That's not his game. He can create above goal line. That's fine.
And every team needs a party starter. you need a party starter. Because if you don't have it, then
Collison, man.
Yeah, you need a party starter.
Yep, absolutely. You know who could get the party started? Lax.com can get the party started. Whether you're gearing up for the season, need fresh gloves, or just want to flex on your teammates with the latest gear, Lax.com has you covered. They've got everything from heads and shafts to apparel and training essentials. And here's the best part. They've got pros on deck to string your stick exactly how you like it. So don't even think about missing that corner. Damn right, Diggs. They got stringered, bro. And don't forget, they got fast shipping. So if you're in San Diego or if you're in New Jersey, you'll have your gear before you can even blink. So do yourself a favor and head over to lax.com. Now, want to go bring it over to another league. Let's talk about the PLL for a quick second. One thing I have is Nat St Laurent stepping down. Okay. Kind of sad because I was tight with Nat.
Right.
I was like,
yeah, that was a good post, Scotty. Because I ain't had the words for it because I felt I had a lot of emotions and feelings. But I like what you said, Scotty.
See, I mean, from my heart, I'm like, let me just say that, right? I'm close with Nat. I love Nat, and who maybe this is like how we refresh the Redwoods.
We needed help. We needed help.
And Spallina was named GM of the Redwoods, which is fun now because you see a lot of the PLL teams of Chaos were the first ones to do it, separating the GM and head coach role. But I like how Spallina's already making moves to that Redwoods roster.
Yeah,
that was quick.
Joey, get ready to wear green, buddy.
Yep. Get ready to wear green, buddy.
No, I legit DM'd him that. He started laughing.
Get ready to wear green, buddy.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
You got to be number one on the draft, right?
Yo, you know what's funny is like, in theory, I don't think it's going to happen, but it's going to be a big deal is when players like forego their senior year or something. It's not going to happen anytime soon, but once it does, it's going to be a big deal.
Oh, I hate that. I don't think there's anybody. I don't think that there is a 19-year-old right now that should ever consider trying to play PLL lacrosse with a bunch of 23, 24, 25-year-olds.
That's facts.
No.
Yeah.
No. You got to get up there. It's going to take you a little bit.
Brother.
Yeah.
School, brother.
Like it is not the same. You not know 6'10", center that 300 pounds, and you could probably back down most of the NBA guys. It ain't like that, brother. There
probably are a couple guys who can.
They were saying on IL when they did their top 50 list, they said that there was PLL GMs that were saying Sean Light could go out after this year and be number one. But not he's in that Miles Jones 0.01% though.
Yeah.
But Sean Light's like 6'5", 230, probably running 4.5. Like he different.
He doesn't seem real. He doesn't seem real well.
But you go to Notre Dame, bro. You get that degree first because that's going to take you way longer. That's going to take you way farther in life.
Now check this out, boys. We're gonna do something a little different here. This segment's brought to you by Lax.com. We're gonna do real or not. All right. So I'm gonna be naming some lacrosse players, and you got to tell me if it's a real player or not. Okay. I've got some on my list. I want to know if you guys think these are real players. Ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go with Tad Stanwyck. Shane?
There's
Stanwyck?
Tad Stanwyck, yeah.
There's 11 of them, so you can go through the list.
Yeah.
Do you think that's real?
I mean, there's Shaq, there's Wells, there's Steele.
Hey! I don't need a whole interpretation about what you're thinking right now. I need a yes or a no.
No.
How about you, Brian?
No.
How about you, Diggs?
Yes.
Yes, Tad Stanwyck is real. He played at
At
Rutgers,
Rutgers. Oh,
University.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Tad
Yeah.
Stanwyck.
Oh,
All
Look
right.
at Shane's
that's the one at
face.
Rutgers.
Shane can't believe it.
As soon as you said it, I was like, that's the one that played at Rutgers.
Yep.
Yeah.
What
I
about
was like, isn't that the oldest boy in the family?
Yeah.
Tad's
I'm saying there's
yeah.
11 of them, so.
ready?
That's
Next
like Matt
one.
and Coco.
Next one is Mac Till. Mac Till. Shane, what do you think?
Yeah.
What about you, Brian?
Nah.
What about you, Diggs?
No.
He's a real player. He plays for UVA. He
That's
plays for
crazy.
UVA.
Oh.
That's right.
He's a
That's
real
crazy.
one. He's a real one. All right. How about this one? Babe Wilson. Shane?
Yes.
Brian?
Babe Wilson.
Babe Wilson.
I gotta, yes.
Diggs.
I'm also gonna go yes.
No, I made him up.
I'm terrible at this.
Yo, we'll go two more. Duke Richmond II.
Come on, dog.
That's
No way.
That's the
Hey.
most. That sounds like somebody from
Duke
that's
Richmond
some-
double overtime? No.
No. Yeah.
No.
It ain't not real. Duke Richmond double overtime is not a
Yeah.
real play. I'm not waiting my turn. No. It ain't real.
Diggs said, all right, Diggs says no.
No.
Shane
No.
says no.
I'm gonna be sick to my stomach. We gonna have to find out who these parents are real quick. If this
Right.
is real.
Brian, what do you say?
from Darien, Connecticut. Nah.
Yeah, he go to Landon, don't he? He's a real player. He go to Landon.
You know, the funny part is he is a real player at Rutgers.
No, he's
University.
not.
No, he's not. Duke Richmond.
Duke Richmond.
I'm about to look Rutgers.
No, you
Bro, I
lying.
am telling you, he's a real player, bro.
No, he's not.
Why would I lie to you guys? Why would I lie to you?
I gotta look this up. Duke
I don't
Richmond.
believe you.
His name is
I
Duke
don't believe you.
Richmond.
Duke Richmond. Hell
I
yeah.
don't.
He's on the team, bro.
He plays at where? Where does he play?
Oh, and Duke Richmond. It's the brother. 20. Oh man.
Yep, bro.
Duke
Where does he
Richmond's
play?
on the damn team.
He
Hell
plays
yeah.
mini. Yeah. So, okay. I watched that Rutgers game from a couple weeks ago. I watched them. Yeah.
Rutgers.
Yeah.
Why would I?
Duke-
Y'all think
he's
I'm
number-
gonna lie to you? Like that's crazy.
I gotta see for myself.
Yeah, no, he don't think his name. He's not who you gonna think when you hear Duke Richmond II. But no,
All right,
disrespect.
I got one more. Last one, and then we'll move on to the next thing.
I'm stuck.
All right. Last one is Brooks Deptford.
That sounds like such a Connecticut lacrosse name.
from
Really
Danbury.
not. Really not, Shane.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Brian?
gonna go with Shane. I'm terrible at this. I'm gonna say yes.
Diggs.
No, and the reason I said no is because there's a Brooks English, and that's a real player. So you stole that and made up a name.
Brooks Deptford is not real, bro.
Let's
Brooks
go.
Deptford is not real. Yo, that's hilarious. I can't wait to check the score for this, yo.
I was terrible.
Yeah, remember?
Mikey's still looking up Duke Richmond.
I'm literally looking at him right now.
Remember?
Yeah.
Remember when like lacrosse websites used to do like the all names team?
Yeah.
I used to love that, man. I'm like, let me
Yeah.
make a quick trivia about this real quick, man. Cause that's just some funny stuff right there.
No, that's crazy. I can't even find his name without looking up the actual game.
So just look at the roster, bro. There's two people on the team that look like him, and so you have 50% chance of getting it right.
Spoiler alert: he looks like everybody on this podcast.
I got it. I got you.
And you scroll down the roster.
All right. So I want you guys we're going to move over to Calm Down. Okay. A segment where I tell you what I think you guys need to calm down about. All right. A segment where I think you guys need to calm down about. Now, last week we were talking about how good Princeton is. Not just we on the podcast. We as in the lacrosse world, we're saying there's 2 teams above everybody else from a long shot. By a long shot. We were saying that Princeton and Maryland are far above.
We shouted you out before you got on and said that you were talking about Cornell.
This man pulled out a fake receipt. I'm sick to my stomach.
I got it right here.
He pulled out that in and out receipt so fast.
I'm so mad.
I'm
saying,
glad y'all said something.
What I'm saying, dude, is we need to calm down on Princeton University being this untouchable lacrosse team like we were earlier this year, right? Because we saw what Cornell just did to them. And speaking of Cornell, we also need to calm down about Cornell not being that good. Because Cornell is just as talented as we thought they were. They might have had a couple hiccups, but I'm telling you, Cornell has probably the best player in all of college lacrosse right now, and we can't forget that. Cornell is that team you think they're going to be. That's all I got, boys.
That's cold hard facts. And now that I'm here, I'm glad y'all stuck up for me while I wasn't here. But now that I'm here, I'm going to say it with my own voice. I told y'all the gap between Cornell and Princeton is wider than you think it is.
You did.
I got the receipts right here. 5-goal win is crazy. That's a crazy margin of victory over a really good Princeton team. Just goes to show you, in my opinion, Cornell's like that. It's not just CJ Curse, but Cornell is like that this year, dog.
Yeah. And Buchek does his damn thing. Buchek is a great coach too, man. So
great dude.
I think the highest of Cornell, and I can't wait to go to Ithaca and watch them ball out.
Man, Cornell's campus is so nice, man.
Yeah, it's definitely nicer than New Brunswick. But Brian, you want to talk about who walked that dog this week?
The Goog family, you might want to step away from your computers for a second. The walk that dog. We were just talking about the Callum Robinson, RIP to you, your brother, and your friend. Mustang Classic. Tufts University, #1 in the country versus #3 RIT. It was 9-8 at halftime, 9-9 at halftime. Guess how many goals RIT had in the second half?
Wow.
RIT's offense is like that. Tufts said, go to jail, walk that dog. Joey Wallbaum, 5 ground balls, 1 caused turnover. Michael Ayers, 5 ground balls, 1 turnover. Shane, you know that when you, as a close defense, when you have 5 ground balls in the game, yeah.
That's crazy.
I think RIT had 12 shots in this 12 shots in the combined in the second half. And it's not taking shots at RIT. It's talking about how good RIT is, how good their offense is, ranked 3 in the country. RIT's offense the day before put up, I think, 18 or 19 against Dickinson. They had 2 goals in the second half. Tufts defense clamps, go to jail, walk that dog. He's like walking into the pound and see all these dogs in the cage looking all sad. That was RIT's offense in the second half. Shout out Tufts. If we talk about best coach in the country, Coach D at Tufts, man, they walked that dog. #1 team in the country. They said, we gonna show you why. We're not worried about our offense, our defense. 2 goals. Walk that dog.
Crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, they walked that dog. Shout out Tufts.
Tufts really said RIP.
24. Yes, thank you. 20. They scored 24 against Dickinson.
Tufts said RIP to RIT. That's crazy, son. And hey, yo,
yeah,
Tufts,
Scotty, that was good. I know you're waiting for somebody to say.
I was waiting. Tufts actually gets to come up to Hoboken this week and play against Stevens too. So I might end up going to that game and check out Tufts and give some D3 lacrosse some love.
Ooh, Miles, you're gonna be in jail, bro. Shout out Miles Dubois, because you be killing it up with the content, but your content gonna be a lot of goals on Tufts.
I don't like it here anymore.
Bro,
Isn't Stevens good this year, by the way? Isn't Stevens good this year?
No, they're not like that. They're not like that. Like we're talking about Tufts here, bro. That like Tufts,
right? But I'm just saying it's not like they're
not. They're
number 75 in D3.
Stevens is
they
top
top
20
15.
D3, but
that's what I'm
like
saying.
Tufts and some other schools like
in
D3 schools are.
But in D3, if you're top 20 in D3, I think that's really good because there's a lot of D3 teams.
But I also think in D3, those top schools like Tufts, Salisbury are on a whole different level than
Newport.
those others.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they're on a different tier. All I was trying to say was Stevens is ranked. They're not just like some throwaway team this year.
No,
so it's like a ranked team is about to get 22 goals put on their head at home or something like that. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I might have to run to that game if I don't have to travel this weekend.
Tufts walk that dog. Shout out Tufts. Shout out RT too, but just Tufts. That's crazy. 24 points to 2 goals in the second half. Yeah, walk that dog. You was in the pound.
In the pound, damn. Speaking of someone who's 75 pounds, Diggs.
Why you catching strays like
that? Hey, you gotta fade him, right? Like you have to fade him. You cannot let that slide.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Diggs. I'm bugging.
Oh my god. Hey.
Why he say FB for? Like,
I got something for your ass later.
Hey, yo.
Your time is coming.
Your
time is coming. I'll remember that.
Oh, man. Diggs, tell me something that you could dig from this weekend.
I just...
Yo, this dude Shane, bro.
See what this Mike is catching strays. He's smiling. He having a good time. And it's like speaking to 75.
Whoa, what a stray! What a stray! Oh my god! My fault, Diggs. My fault.
I got something for Scotty when it's time.
He said, "Can I
forget that one?"
That was crazy.
That one goes right in the back pocket.
We're family.
Because it's so Shane, it's so crazy that I don't even know what this like. What do you even say?
Came out at
75 pounds. I would be dead. I'd be dead because it would be funnier. It would be even funnier if you was like speaking of someone that's like 138 pounds. Like that's realistic. I can live at that weight.
He said you malnourished as hell.
Malnourished is crazy.
Diggs was just minding his business. He was just like, yeah, wait. And then all of a sudden,
Scotty said you live in San Diego. You pay all rent, no food.
You hear Scotty go, we're family. Don't forget, we're family.
We family.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I don't even I got something for your ass later. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, I'm gonna mute myself.
I can still see you, dog. I can literally still see you.
He gotta mute himself now. That's wild. All
right, man. I know we're trying to stay on schedule. So listen. Here's what I can dig. UVA back in the OG Burns. They were back in the all-white OG Burns. That was gas. I saw it from far away. I saw the zoomed out view and I was like, those look like the OGs. What's going on? And they zoomed in. I was like, they're back in the OGs. Apparently, a little birdie told me they've been having concussion issues at practice. The whole team went back to the originals, which is hilarious. I don't really know if that's true. I don't know if other teams are experiencing this. Warrior Lacrosse, don't sue me. I don't know if that's true. That's what a little birdie told me.
That's why we said allegedly.
Allegedly, the team's been having problems with concussions with the Burn X's. So I thought that was tight. And with the OG Burns, I think that's one of their best looks of the last couple of years because I really like their jersey shorts combination for the game. They look fresh, but they definitely got walked by Maryland. It is what it is.
Yeah,
That's when look good, play good doesn't work.
I also
Yeah, it
dig
didn't work for
Mikey.
them.
I also dig Mikey getting them out of. They wore those sleeveless jerseys once. Then the streets made them throw more. They ain't touched those sleeveless joints. I don't think since.
Hey man, just proof that bullying works. We bullied them boys right out the sleeveless, and Syracuse, we bullied them out their sleeveless too.
But at least
Had
Syracuse, they
to.
wore them a year. Shane, they
Yeah,
haven't worn them sleeveless.
Syracuse put it down, never looked back. Virginia wore
think-
them sleeveless joints once, and they got bullied, and they
I
never
think it was
put
the
them
first
back
game
on.
of the season. They may have they worn them since, Shane?
no,
Enough,
Yeah,
enough.
I
I
thought
dig
they
it.
looked good. Whatever.
That's it.
All right. I mean, you said something about those helmets as soon as you saw them, and
Yeah, he did.
those helmets were tight. Also, can dig the jersey. Somebody on Instagram just said the OG Nighthawks jersey. Game recognizes game.
The Reebok joint, bro. The Reebok
That's
joint.
crazy.
Yeah, that's the Cody Jamesons in them 11s. Yeah,
The Joe Walters joints, bro. The
yes,
Joe Walters.
if you know you both remember him.
Yes.
Yep. Cody and Joe in the 11.
Yeah.
How they was doing it. Yeah.
All right, Shane. The moment we've been waiting for, Shane A. Smith. Let me hear it from you.
First of all, unfortunately, I keep up with scores all over Division I lacrosse.
Oh God.
I looking at the scores, I was perplexed, to say the least.
Please don't say it.
On one hand, I'm happy for Fairfield University.
Oh, he going there.
I'm happy for him. Right, number 16.
Oh, man.
Got there again, undefeated. They're feeling real good about themselves. On the other hand, I got to talk about it. Every year, I see what. And before I even start here,
I'm nervous.
I just want to say, I believe in what my brother Chaz Woodson is doing. But we have to talk about it. Hampton University. What are we doing? What are we doing? At some point, it hurts my heart to watch week after week after week. This score was 29-4.
Oof.
And unfortunately, because of the shot clock situation, they're forced to score 29 goals. I didn't look at the box score because I don't want to see
6, 7, 8, 9.
how many shots it took for them to score 29 goals. But it hurts my heart. It hurts my heart. I'm not sure what needs to be done here, but something needs to be done here. If we rewind the clock back just a couple weeks, I asked a couple of questions about Wagner University. Since then, they've been playing in some close games. Still lost. They still lost, but there's some close games. This 29-4, it ain't doing it for me. I don't know what needs to happen. I don't know if they need to remain Division I. I don't know what needs to happen. My brothers at Hampton, keep up the good work. If you play for Fairfield, I hope you step on a nail. I hope tomorrow morning when you wake up, when you go and you grab your toothpaste, I hope it's stale somehow. I hope when you go out to gargle, a little blood comes out because your gums are bleeding. And I hope you forget to drink some. So you forget what it tastes like. I hope you get some orange juice, and it ruins the rest of your day. I hope so, because you know damn well you're wrong for putting 29 goals in a Division I lacrosse game. You know you're wrong. And if it ain't at least 2 to 3 Fairfield players with some deflated tires, I need to have a word with the Hampton players. We got to get you get back somehow. We got to get you get back somehow. I can't do it.
God damn. Well, they get back. They get back is not going to be on the lacrosse field in a while.
That's why I said we got to go for the tires. You know what I'm saying? We got to go for the things that we know we can get. Okay, because we not hitting it. We not hitting it on the lacrosse field. We got to do something else. We got to do something else.
You know what?
I just can't. I can't keep seeing this. 29 to 4.
Yeah, 20.
That hurts. That hurts. There's no game. There is no sport where a 23, 24 point lead, 25-point lead is acceptable, especially not in lacrosse.
Yo.
So that being said, gingivitis for all of y'all. Exactly.
Yo, wishing gingivitis on another team is crazy.
I hope all of your dentists become rich off of you. If you scored in this game, if you scored more than 3 goals in this game, I hope on my life you get some plantar fasciitis immediately. That's all I got to say.
I mean, yeah, you know what? I got to get Chaz on this, and I got to get
Don't show him this part. Don't show him the Shane A. Smith.
Don't show him this part, man. I'll be like, damn, Shane, he's gonna have some words for you.
You can have some words. Have some words for the damn Hampton team. Don't have words for me.
10, 11,
What did I do?
12 Fairfield players shot 100%.
God damn.
What you? So why I say that was wrong? So why am I saying that was wrong?
12.
That's crazy.
29 to 4. Yeah, it's quiet. It's quiet as hell on this podcast right now. Ain't nothing you can say about it. It just hurts.
Oh, I knew that locker room was quiet.
Yeah.
Silent.
How you think like the 3 black players from Fairfield walked back into the locker room?
Oh my God.
Straight up Arthur meme. Just
they waiting for them teammates to say something funny like, what do you mean? That Drewski, what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
No. What do you mean by that?
Oh my
No.
God. That's a tough one right there, man. It's a real tough game for Hampton. And I mean, I can't imagine how difficult it is to coach at a school like that, at a HBCU. I'd be like, we got to get. I don't know what to do actually in this situation, bro. How the hell do you talk to your team in the locker room? This is where my brain always goes. Albie over here says like this.
That was a close one, guys.
That was a close one, guys. I don't know how to. I don't even know how some of these coaches can do it.
I can't look. I want the best for y'all. But damn.
Oh, before we switch, when Googs is saying the admin doesn't care, HBCUs is that's a different environment because the thing about HBCUs and the difficult part with lacrosse is we're an academic institution first, and their sports second, which I think is an antiquated thing. 'Cause that's like when Coach Prime is at Jackson State. That's just how that's that environment where a school, we're at university, we're at college before academics. Which okay,
That's why they'll continue to suck at sports.
It's just
That's why people only go to your football games for your band.
Oof.
Me included.
Me included. I mean, next game they got
Scotty, not me.
Queens.
Bro,
they got Delaware and Monmouth, Drexel, Towson, Hofstra, Stony Brook.
You know
because they're in the CAA.
What's funny is this is the last thing about HBCUs. I went to Morgan State versus Howard, like the HBCU Classic game a couple years ago, and we're tailgating for the game. Game started at 12, and I look at my watch. It's 1:00. Nobody's in the game. Right when the second quarter starts dwindling down, that's when everybody leaves their tailgate, goes watch the band. As soon as that band's finished, they all walk right back out, bro.
You saw Drumline halftime is game time.
I was like, no way. This ain't Rutgers.
That's crazy.
This is not Rutgers, but that's how that one goes, man. Crazy. But
maybe it's Queens. Maybe that's the dub. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe. You guys have anything else you guys want to say about the week, or you guys are good in the hood?
Maddie, thanks for the t-shirt. Wait till closer to PLL season. We got you.
Yeah, Maddie.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, we'll put you on because I want it to be topical. It's too good of a concept for it to not be topical. I don't think it's gonna get the shine it deserves if we post in the middle of college season. Let's get it some shine.
All right, baby. All right, guys, that's a wrap on this episode of Stick Talk. Thanks again for joining us on the live. Make sure to share it with some friends because, guys, we're trying to grow this thing, baby. And the more you share it, the better we can get. All right. Once again, appreciate you guys. We'll catch you guys later on the next episode of Stick Talk. Peace out.